up, everyone? Marc Lobliner, TigerFitness.com. We are live. So I finally found time to do a live this week. Thank you so much for joining us. What a great conversation to have. Steroids. You know, we see a lot of obituaries going on right now. We said that for a while. Generation Iron was looking a lot like an obituary section. Every day it seemed, or every week, there was a bodybuilder passing away, and the immediate reaction is steroids. So I had a little bit of an aside where I kind of had a counter notion, like people die. Like people die every day. I've known many people who've never done steroids, who are fit, healthy, and ran, had some congenital heart defect, and they died. Do bodybuilders die more often? I don't really have statistics for that. I don't think any of us have statistics for that. Are steroid users more likely to die early? I don't have stats, but I'm going to likely say yes. You know, I'm going to say yes, but compared to whom? Compared to sedentary people who are overweight, who have a ton of visceral adipose tissue, compared to healthy people who stay in shape. I would say that, you know, someone who's on steroids, like let's say a random LA Fitness gym goer. Dude, I went to an LA Fitness 2 weeks ago. I'm not a natty or not type guy, but looking at the acne and stuff, I'd say at least 40% of the men in there and teenage boys were on steroids. A lot of people take steroids. I forgot the stat, but it's pretty high. Like performance enhancing drugs, you're looking at what? Like 5 to 6% of all males take them at some point in their life, or even bigger than that. I forgot what it was. But I think Breon, who's a good friend, I love Breon a lot. He went on and he said, you know, steroids don't have to be unhealthy if you take them correctly. Now, what is he saying? Now, he's not talking about TRT. TRT is medical. Hell, we just had a woman on Evening Rants. By the way, guys, if you're watching, rumble.com/evening rants, rumble.com/evening rants, Alan Roberts and I are on there every Monday through Thursday at 8 p.m. talking about current events, having great people on. But Rachel, who was on last night, she's a female on testosterone because she's 43. Here, got her levels checked. Her estrogen and progesterone are fine, but testosterone was off. And when you look at hormones, it's one big happy family. You don't want estrogen and no testosterone. You don't want testosterone and no estrogen. For men and women alike, you need that balance. So even women take TRT. So can steroids be taken in a healthier manner? I'm not going to say a healthy manner. TRT would be the only way I'd say it's healthier than not taking it. If you are so deficient that it affects your output, your health, and your health markers, absolutely, TRT, if you are deficient, is healthier than not taking it. I will go on record as saying that, and there's good studies and data to back that up. Now, that's only if you're deficient in testosterone. I think Breon's talking about using it for aesthetic purposes from what I can read out of these comments, out of this interview. So let's read Breon's interview. By the way, guys, if you're watching this live, we have the chat going. Ask any question you want answered on here. Any question you want answered on here. Also, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to copy the link to ask to come on this show, to be live on here. You have to be on YouTube, youtube.com/tigerfitness. And I'm posting this link right here. And you guys, if you want to, actually, you know, we'll do Facebook as well. Okay. So if you want to come on, click that and we'll have you on later, obviously when it's time, and you have to have your video on. We can't just have audio. We got to know who we're talking to. It cuts down on the trolls. The trolls are normally anonymous, but it cuts down on the trolls. But without further ado, let's get to this article and let's get into it. By the way, if you are watching this live and you want to save 10% on everything at tigerfitness.com, including Ambrosia Planta, including MTS Whey, including Outright Bars, use coupon code FRUITY, F-R-U-I-T-Y, because Fruit Cereal MTS Whey is back in. Coupon code FRUITY gets you 10% off through the rest of the week at tigerfitness.com. 10% off every single product, even our resistance bands. That's a hell of a deal, guys. That's a hell of a deal. Anyway, let's go to the article. And again, man, ask your questions in the chat, or hey, we can have you on video later on once we're done talking about this. So come on in. Come on in. All right, let's go. So let's read this article right here from Generation Iron. Breon Ansley believes steroids can be done safely with proper monitoring. Breon Ansley had been a staple in bodybuilding for many years now, a phenomenal athlete, even better guy. Like he came up, what was this? The 2021 Arnold, the last year we had a booth there. And he stood there for 20 minutes just talking to our booth people. My daughter, he was so nice. My kids, I I judge people by my interactions with them. Breon is someone I love. I love Breon. Nicest guy. You gotta love Breon. If you don't love Breon, there's something wrong with you. Like, he didn't have to do that. He didn't have to spend time and talk to my daughter and talk about her fitness, like, aspirations and goals. And that's something that she'll remember forever. My daughter loves the sport. She loves bodybuilding. She trains with me. She's 18 now. And so she's going off to college, but that memory will be in her mind forever. Breon might not even remember it because he talked to so many people, but the influence he has on the community and the impact he makes, just being a really great representative of the sport. Breon, I just want to, if you're watching this, man, I freaking love you, dude. Breon has been a staple in bodybuilding for many years now. He knows what it takes to win on stage and build a championship physique. For Ansley, this includes steroids. Guys, I want to let you in on something. So in the 90s, there's a big psyop where they were saying, the scientists, the fitness community, or the science community, they were saying, and even the government was saying, steroids don't work. They don't help build muscle. They really said this. And I just want to break some news to you guys. This might come as a shock. Steroids really work. And I'm going to go over my thoughts on how to do this and what kind of people you want to get with, right? What kind of people you want to work with. There's a lot of good clinicians, a lot of good clinics across the country who do TRT, but also if you have aspirations, they can work within the law to get you to where you want to go safely and effectively. So I just want to get that out there. It's definitely something that needs to be addressed. Even on the flip side, though, I think the education about steroids is off, even to the public and to the masses out there. Ansley has put together an extremely successful career in classic physique. He began his amateur career in 2012 and earned his pro card the very next year by winning the NPC USA. By the way, USA's very, very, very hard show to win. Very competitive show. He quickly rose to the top of classic physique, winning his first Olympia. That's right, he is a Mr. Olympia in 2017. Ansley continued to improve as he won both the 2018 Arnold Classic and the 2018 Olympia. Guys, not only is he a great guy, but he's a two-time Mr. Olympia. So you got to put some respect on that. You got to spin on that thing, but with respect. Ansley believes there are misconceptions with assumptions made about steroids. First and foremost, he believes they can be taken with the proper guidance. You think steroids and you think bad and don't do it. I totally disagree with that. You can do steroids safely with monitoring blood work and with testing your body and make sure everything is good from the inside. Guys, what do I say? Whether you're natural, whether you're on steroids, you know how many people don't do blood work? I'm like, guys, when's the last time you get your blood work done? I don't know, like 5-6 years. Natty, not natty, 20 years old, 40 years old. At minimum, once a year, get your blood work done. I'm going in next month. I usually try to go every 6 months. And, well, January, yep, this is about right. Every 6 months, you want to go in. 12 months. If you're on PEDs, maybe every 4 to 6 months. Depends on how much you're on, how serious you take it. But again, like, blood work gives you a snapshot in time. So you can take blood work 1 month, and it'll be way different the next month or even the next week or even the next day. It's a snapshot in time. And so you want to make sure to have regular blood work so you know how to monitor it, you know what to put it up against, right? And you have like a control to kind of figure out where it's going, right? So you definitely need that. Ansley believes that competitors can be healthy while taking steroids. They're under the guidance of a trained professional. There are so many variables that come into play with how it can be safe and how it can be administered, with how it can be watched with hormones, with age, and how we actually can be healthier taking them, like I stated with TRT. You can't administer those things, or you can't just ingest these things and sit on your ass. Listen, and not take and be disciplined and take all the other precautions and take all the other steps it takes to build a physique, not even compete. Guys, that's another misconception. You know, all the clapback I get on Twitter is like, you're on steroids. Okay, great. You realize that I didn't get this big just taking steroids. Like, my body's in pain all the time. I'm always sore. So it takes a lot of work, takes a lot of food, takes a lot of planning, takes a lot of commitment. And I think you're seeing that, right? I think you're seeing that across the board, that people on steroids generally work out pretty hard. Like, even you watch that young kid, Sam Sulek, like, what's differentiating him from every other 20-something-year-old who's taking juice in the gym? Even though his diet's not the greatest, he's getting enough calories and he's lifting his ass off. Not the greatest form, right? But he's training hard. Intensity. So you need to train hard. You need to train, you need to eat. Another belief about steroids is that they are magic to help grow muscle without work be putting in. There's another false belief, in Ansley, along with other bodybuilders, have used substances to aid in building a champion physique. But it all comes down to hard work in the gym. Quote, I guarantee you they didn't get that way from steroids. They got that way from hard ass work. Again, even among steroid users, look at the best bodybuilders of all time. Ronnie Coleman, 800 something pound deadlift, 3 weeks out from Mr. Olympia. Dorian Yates, blood and guts. I've trained with Phil. I've trained with a lot of these guys winning the Olympia. Look, guys, they train at another level. They train different. They train at a level that will bury most gym goers. They train beyond, like their like thought of failure is not your thought of failure. Their failure is not being able to even twitch. Like their perception of failure, of pain, because at the end of the day, these are high performing athletes. Yes, they're athletes. Are they able to run a 500? Probably not. Although some of them might be able to, right? Breon, I bet you could. Breon's in great shape. But will they be able to? Will they be able to lift those weights and go beyond failure and push to a level most people can't push to? I think we'd all say, after watching Blood and Guts and watching Dorian and watching Ronnie, we all can say that these guys train really freaking hard. So that is, and again, shout out to the author, Greg Patuto. Put him on this channel a few times before. So that's the gist of it all, man. That's the gist of it, right? So steroids in and of themselves can be dangerous. There's also other kinds of steroids, right? There's different levels of steroids. Testosterone, generally safe, right? Up to a point, right? Obviously, it's dose dependent. 200 to 300 milligrams testosterone, probably not going to have much deleterious side effects. You go into the gram, 2 grams, 3 grams, yeah, you're going to see some side effects. The old word is dose versus duration. You either go really hard for a really short period of time or moderate or low for a longer period of time. But you can't do both. If you go hard, all in, all out, you're just going to stress your systems, right? So then you look at a substance like trenbolone. Trenbolone is extremely harsh, extremely toxic. It's a drug that no bodybuilder really wants to take, but they take it because it works really well. I know a lot of pros who don't do tren. I do. A lot of pros who win who don't do tren. You don't need tren. In my opinion, tren is one of those things you got to kind of weigh the bad and the good. And in my opinion, the bad usually outweighs the good. Let me explain. What's the most important thing you do outside of the gym and eating and hydrating? Sleep. What is the one thing you know tren is going to fuck up? Your sleep. It's going to mess up your blood pressure, mess up your resting heart rate, mess up your sleep. It messes with your mind. It has the ability to literally change personalities, right? It literally works in that way. So drugs like tren, then you look at orals, right? Anadrol, D-bol, things like that, very hepatotoxic. Then you look at more mild drugs like Anavar, which was designed with women and children in mind when it was created. A lot of these drugs are created to prevent sarcopenia in either the very sick or the elderly. So we have to keep that in mind. So you have different types of drugs. Like, for example, you see a lot of guys now switching in the off season to doing primobolan, which is a pretty safe drug. It's a DHT-based drug where they're doing, a lot of people are doing primobolan and testosterone because it's a safer way to go about things. So you're seeing, as we learn more, and not necessarily from science, but as we learn more from, well, taking the drugs, doing the blood work, and sharing information within our circles, we're learning what is safer, what works better. And now you got brainiacs online, John Jewett and his university and everybody kind of educating people on risk v reward. Can tren take you to that next level of physique? Maybe. Can you do it without tren and with a safer drug? Probably. Now, will there be a 1 or 2% difference? Okay, maybe. But is that enough to bear with your quality of life for that time you're taking tren. If you're taking tren, your quality of life is not at 120%. Your quality of life is not the best. You're going to be winded. You're going to feel like blood pressure issues. And again, it does cause this mental issue. I believe tren and deca, nandrolone, are two drugs that do cause those mental changes. So when you look at testosterone replacement therapy, roid rage, the drugs I could say will do that most likely, halotestin, very harsh. They call it divorce in a bottle. That's how harsh it is. Trenbolone, deca, those are drugs that can kind of change you. They can kind of change your personality a little bit. So just need to look into things like that. And you'll understand that there are degrees of drug use and how much risk you're willing to take. But do I agree with Breon that you can be healthy and take steroids? Absolutely. Do I agree with Breon that you can be healthy and a competitive bodybuilder who's taking steroids? I do believe that. However, I will make a caveat. Healthy compared to what? So you got to realize the average American is obese. 50% of Americans are obese. The average female is 5'3", 170 plus pounds. So let's say you have a bodybuilder who's 200 pounds, who's on a decent cycle, let's say 500 milligrams testosterone and 400 milligrams of primobolan, almost a gram. And who do you think's healthier? The obese woman or the bodybuilder running a 12-week cycle of test and primo and then tapering off to a TRT, say 250 milligram dose a week when they're off of that? Say they do 12 on, 12 off. Who's healthier? I would go with the bodybuilder who's not obese. So, I mean, health it's relative. Are you healthy? Well, healthier than whom, right? Are bodybuilders in general healthier than the average American? Yeah. Yeah, I would say most bodybuilders are. A lot of them don't drink alcohol. This is the 90s. The 90s were the party era. It was the era of the after parties. Bodybuilders would do bodybuilding shows, go to swinger parties, get drunk and do coke. A lot of them did. The 90s were wild as fuck. The early 2000s were wild, wild, wild. Super wild. Extremely wild. It's gotten a lot better where we have a Mr. Olympia, Derek Lunsford, who is extremely religious. Hadi is an extremely religious guy. Like, these are people who are not partaking in the party lifestyle. What's more healthy? A kid binge drinking every weekend in college or a kid taking minor doses of steroids? I will argue that you shouldn't do steroids till well into your 20s if you choose to do them. But I mean, who are we healthier than? Would I rather a kid have a gym addiction, go to the gym 5 days a week for an hour and a half, or would I rather have a kid who parties 3 days a week and binge drinks? I understand, like, it's not the healthiest thing, but what is the healthiest thing? You got people online equating eating seed oils with swallowing toxic waste. Like, who are we deeming to be the health ministers? Who is determining what is healthy? We all can't live a super healthy, perfect life. And what is that anyway? To one person, it's no carbs. To the other person, it's no meat. The data is all contradictory. So what is the best way? I will tell you this. Anytime you get into extremes, you get crazy, right? So once you start upping the dose after dose after dose after dose, you get those crazy super physiological doses. There's no way to spin that's healthy. But again, what Breon's saying, if you are being advised by someone who knows what they're doing, if you are getting your blood work done regularly, if you are having all the checks and balances, getting your calcium scoring done, you're getting your blood work done, you're having your tests all run. Again, what's the comparison? Like water, hyperatremia. If I drank too much water, I would die. Again, there is a dose issue with this. So with that being said, my recommendation is still pretty simple. Don't take steroids unless you medically need to, unless you are so low that your doctor's like, yeah, your quality of life is going to be shit. Your health is going to be compromised. So we're going to put you on low dose TRT. Or, you know what? I'm all about free will. Or if you just want to fucking do it. If you want to take steroids and get jacked, that's your right. I know, well, Marc, there's laws against it. There's laws against a bunch of stupid shit. Sodomy is illegal in tons of states. A lot of y'all still doing oral and anal. Just being real. Laws are laws, okay? We're not talking about government laws. We're talking about like how we judge this. Well, you're cheating. Cheating what? Cheating what? I can make an argument that anybody who has money and can afford good food is cheating versus people who don't have money and don't have good food. If I'm living off a minimum wage, I can't buy organic. I might not be able to eat the highest quality protein. I might be eating ramen noodles and matzo crackers. I don't know. But at the end of the day, man, it's a matter of being the healthiest possible with the goals you have in mind. That means taking steroids. Again, that's a choice between you, your doctor, maybe God, maybe your spouse, whatever. But that is something you really need to look at. But again, my advice is still the same. Steroids are a pain in the ass, literally. Once you start taking them, especially if you start taking them younger, you might never regain your natural function. Then you're stuck injecting every week. And if you're doing it right, man, I was talking to a dude last night I want to give him a shout out. So this guy advocates for, even on TRT, injecting daily for steady blood levels. I was just DMing him last night. Name is Todd Lee MD. He is on Instagram. Yep, at Todd, TODDLEEMD. He's competing in the Texas Pro. He reached out. He's like, hey, man, are you doing the Texas Pro? I'm doing the Texas Pro. I'm like, can't do it this year. Can't do anything this year. I'm stuck working. That's why I wear these stupid fucking polo shirts. You don't see me in like gym clothes anymore unless it's like right after a workout, because I just got out of a conference call and I had an hour in between. I'm like, let's rock this live. So anyway, guys, chat. If you have any comments, let me know. We'll get to answering your questions. Again, tigerfitness.com, coupon code FRUITY, FRUITY, to celebrate the return of Fruit Cereal MTS Whey. Fruity gets 10% off the entire site. So let's go to questions. 5 amino 1 MQ good for fat loss. I'm going to look up what the hell that is, man. I'm not going to pretend to know what it is. Let me check it out. 5 amino 1. It's a small molecule drug and organic compound that can function as a non-essential branched amino acid found in many foods. It seems to be sold. It seems to be, whoa, $199? Jesus Christ, I'm in the wrong business. That is crazy. Yeah, I've never heard of this stuff. It seems like it's being sold at peptide sites. Sometimes referred to as a peptide, is actually a small molecule drug, works by inhibiting an enzyme called nicotinamide and methyltransferase, plays a role in fat storage and metabolism, blocking NNMT. 5 amino 1 MQ aims to increase NAD plus levels, promote fat burning. I don't know enough about the data and I don't have enough time. Let me read into this. And if you could revisit this question later, once I have time to research it. There's new molecules and stuff popping up every day. I just can't keep up. At the end of the day, for weight loss, I still like diet. Call me fucking crazy, but I still like diet. Like, I think if you diet correctly, you'll lose fat. Yeah. Oh, by the way, the mint cookies and cream protein is back, Cameron Bisig. It is back. So the peanut butter mint, there's no such thing as peanut butter mint. Are you talking about bars or the protein powder? So there's no peanut butter mint cookies and cream powder. Never was. There's peanut butter cookies and cream and mint cookies and cream. Both are in stock now at tigerfitness.com. Go ahead and get a 6-pound bundle, mix and match. Get fruit cereal. Get PB Cooks, peanut butter cookies and cream, mint cookies and cream. Coupon code FRUITY, FRUITY, gets you 10% off. I got you, bro. I got you. All right. Love your channel. Love your products. From Neil, I live in Westchester, Ohio, right by your store. I follow your advice regularly. Feel free to stop in, get a free workout there, Neil. Let's go in, say what's up to Lacey and the crew, and we would love to have you there, man. So next one, healthy, but for how long? I don't know. We might die tomorrow. You got people dying suddenly all the time for some reason. I don't know why people are dying suddenly. Why are people dying suddenly? Seems like a thing. I don't know why. I don't know. I don't know. All I know is that if you reduce your risk of morbidity, again, get your blood work done. Let me see if I can remember the 4 things I have. So you got your blood work done every 6 to 12 months. Okay. You get your calcium scanning done. I think it's every 3 to 5 years. Colonoscopy, get your first one done, and then your doctor will set a schedule for you based on what they find. I'm every 3 years. My wife's every 10. And what was the 4th one? I had a 4th. Oh, yeah. Skin checks. Get your skin checked. Go to a dermatologist every year and make sure you don't have skin cancer. So those are the things: calcium scoring, blood work, colonoscopy, and skin check. Those are my 4 tests that every man should get. And woman. Every person should get. Even the transgenders should get it. Even the they, thems. Time to roid at 18. Highly suggest against that, man. At 18, your body's naturally producing these wonderful hormones in friggin' super physiological amounts. No need to do that, guys. What do you sell for carb intra? Hopefully you mean an intra workout. So if I pull up tigerfitness.com, let me see what we have. Carbs. Carb. See what's in stock now. We do have Core Post, which is fantastic. Core Post is a great one. You can just take that Carbolin. Oh, here we go. There we are. Let me see. Does this fit what you need? I think this is going to be exactly what you need. Oh yeah. Here we go, guys. We just actually did a good deal with these guys. So here we go. Here we go. I'm going to pull this up, brother. Carbolin, 10% off. 10% off. Just go ahead and use code FRUITY. Go now, Carbolin Fuel. That's what I'd recommend right now. I mean, it's a good carb. That's what we have. So yeah, go rock some Carbolin. We sell some Intra Advantage too. Intra Advantage as well. That is also rocking and rolling, man. Get your Intra Advantage. Let me see what else. Yep, rock out your Intra Advantage or Carbolin. Those are 2 good ones, both 10% off with coupon code FRUITY at tigerfitness.com. Thank you for the food analogy. The more endowed are it cut off the rest. My plan is getting lean as fuck before starting sports. TRT, 50 milligrams test every day. 50 milligrams every day. Sports TRT. So you're looking at, that's a lot of test. I'd knock that down to 25. You don't need that much every day, man. That's not TRT, bro. That's swole RT. Agreed. I do the same test prop every day. I wouldn't do test prop. I would do a long ester. I don't like the short acting test. There's no reason. Esters don't matter. Just do the long ester. That's my advice. I already answered that one. My bad. 54 years old. Test levels 186. TRT doctor has me on 200 milligrams of SIP. Now my levels are around 700. Yep, that's perfect. 150 gets me around 900. So maybe I'm just better at utilizing the TRT than you are. I don't know. But I'm usually at 150 a week. I've heard different opinions on HCG. Some say microdose during TRT. So what I would do, if I was a doctor, which I'm not, which is why you should ask for a doctor, the best protocol I've seen is during cycle, right? During cycle, you run 250 to 500 milligrams Monday and Thursday, 2 days a week. Should I take Quest? I don't think you should do Quest. I think you should get the outright bar, which is my bar. But if you want Quest bars, we got them at Tiger Fitness. But I mean, honestly, support those to support you. Go ahead and get the outright bar, man. Go ahead and get the outright bar, the greatest bar ever created. The outright bar is my bar. It's amazing. Buy it. Outright bar. I'm a Cali supporter, and I just want to say you're a hater. Well, I'm a Cali hater, and I just feel like Cali's a bitch. Tell Cali Marc Lobliner said he's a bitch. And if he's really a man, he will fight me in a boxing ring for charity. And he blocked me on Instagram, so who's the bitch? I'm not a hater. I'm just a truth teller, and he's a scamming little bitch. I'm a gangster. I'm a gangster. You're a bitch. Callie's a bitch. The argument is running a low dose of HG for a long time, make you used to it. Well, I mean, you're doing 2 separate boluses during the week just to keep the pilot light on. I wouldn't do like 100 milligrams a day, but 250 twice a week, that's not, I don't think. Again, talk to your doctor. Can be done safely is a very vague statement that assumes a lot. With good genetics, diet, and exercise, you probably do crystal meth safely. Tyler, I gave you the parameters, like done safely compared to what, right? So it depends what your control group is. I mean, we can argue that someone who got the experimental jab and doesn't take steroids and lives a perfect life is at more risk than someone who megadoses steroids. I can make that, based on the new data coming out, I can make that claim. I'm not going to make that claim, but I will make that. I will say that for argument's sake, safety is relative, health is relative. So if you're putting someone who's on TRT or even on a mega dose of testosterone up against someone who's morbidly obese, the morbidly obese person is more fucked than the guy on steroids. Like it or not, it is what it is. Visceral adipose tissue, all that stuff. Again, are either of them optimal? No. Is anybody really optimal? It depends who you talk to. Some people think if you eat a carbohydrate or take in 1 microgram of seed oil that you'll die. So pre-workout. So when you say pre-workout, what does that mean? What brand? What product? The answer is most likely no. So pre-workout is essentially stimulants. So I would say if pre-workout are unhealthy, so is Starbucks. You see bitches go to Starbucks 3 times a day, getting the extra espresso shot, fucking 500 milligrams of caffeine per cup. Yeah, that's pre-workout. That's even harsher than pre-workout. So my answer would be if caffeine, because that's going to be the main driver of pre-workouts, if caffeine causes heart problems, then we should shut down every coffee bean and tea leaf. Anytime, Richard, anytime. Will Anavar help release free testosterone on HRT? And the answer is yes. Yes. It works through SHBG. So if you do have low free test, but a lot of bound test or a lot of total test, I'm sorry about that, then Anavar, Winstrol, any of those kind of drugs will help free up bound testosterone. But you could also look into injectable carnitine. Good afternoon. What's better, taking powdered creatine or pill form? So here's what powdered creatine is. They take creatine powder, or I'm sorry, here's what creatine pills are. They take creatine powder and they put it in a pill. And they charge you more for it. Creatine has no taste. You can mix it with whatever you want. And it fucking works. My advice is get the powder, and I'm going to show you what powder to get right now. It's going to be my brand. So the creatine that all the studies are on is CreaPure. So I'm going to go ahead and show you right now. It's 10% off using coupon code FRUITY. That's coupon code FRUITY at tigerfitness.com. So this is it. My brand, MTS Nutrition CreaPure creatine. This is the one you want to get. This one right here. Get the powder. It doesn't have any taste. It's good to go. While we're here, do test boosters work? So that's a broad question. Some of them do have human data. In fact, I'll show you mine that has human data, and that is MTS Nutrition Insurgent. Insurgent has one ingredient, Prima V, that has been shown to increase total test and free test by around 20%. So is it super physiological? Is it steroid-like? No. Will it slightly increase your test to lead to potentially better gains, better libido, and better mood? Yeah, absolutely, it will. For most people, based on the data we have, 3 other ingredients in there. Again, 10% off with coupon code, thirsty as shit today. Coupon code FRUITY, FRUITY. I'm on TRT, Cypionate, 0.8 milliliter syringe, 516. Yep. Total test 875. Feel can be better. Nope. Bro, 875 test. I try to keep mine between 900 and 1100. You're perfect. Don't change it. Don't change it. If you're going to do anything, maybe try injectable carnitine. There's a place I like. It's called Better Through Biology. They're really good. really no pain at all on the carnitine injections. I would suggest injectable carnitine as an adjunct to that, but I don't think you need to do anything. I think 875 test is fucking great. I think that's fucking great. That's where you want it to be. But of course, I'm not a doctor. Talk to a doctor. Okay, cool. Thanks. I appreciate you. And I appreciate you. Per the pre-workout comment, yeah, buddy has 420 milligrams of caffeine. Yeah, I wouldn't take anything with that much caffeine. If you're going to do anything, have the dose. There's no reason anybody should ever take 420 milligrams of caffeine pre-training. Unless it's in like different, like we used to have that in Ruckus, but we had it where you had 200 regular caffeine and the rest was sustained release. So it hit at different times, but there's absolutely no reason to ever take your caffeine that high. Yes, we do ship to Canada. TigerFitness.com, coupon code FRUITY. Saw your vid on women in combat. Would you change your stance? Military started giving troops PED. Butch, Dalen, still the same. Women on PEDs still aren't strong as normal men. I would bet on that one. Like, unless you're like the elite, like, and if you're a specialty, right? Like, we have a woman who trains at Tiger Fitness. Her name's Leah. She's amazing. She squats 953.5 pounds. So again, we're taking the average woman. Now, look, man, if you want equality, there's your equality. No, my opinion doesn't change. 420 will bust your heart for sure. It won't bust your heart. If you, I mean, you could take probably 1 to 2 grams of caffeine and be okay. Again, don't try it. But like, if you look at the LD50 of caffeine, it's pretty fucking high. So I wouldn't worry about that. It's not going to bust your heart. I just don't see a reason to do that. There's 38 people watching. Hit like button for the man. Oh, thank you. Thank you. But that's just on Twitter. We're crushing it on Rumble over here. So again, we're on a bunch of different sites, man. We're on Rumble. We're on Twitter. X is crushing it right now. Like, I'm looking at our viewership on X. Got a few hundred. But yeah, hit that like button. Should I eat bison while cutting? If it fits your macros, bison is a tremendous source of food and nutrients. IMO, the average bodybuilders know more about roids than a doctor. Yeah, but I also don't like being sued or put in jail. So I'm going to tell you to talk to your damn doctor, man. Trying to get me in trouble. Longest. Hey, by the way, if anybody wants to join me, I got a couple extra minutes here. I'm going to go ahead and paste in right now. You can ask your questions. You just need to have your video on. So I'm posting this on Facebook and YouTube. It's youtube.com/Tiger Fitness for those of you not on YouTube. I love where I'm at. Thanks for the input. Yes, you should. Lucas, what's up? Mark, saw you saw Brandon split with Zula. Let's just see who we work with now or simply coach himself. Hey, man, Lucas is great. I love you, bro. I miss you. Haven't seen you in years. I think that going to Kuwait for all this time, especially with Max, starting his high school football career, playing at a very good school, very good private school. And then you have, his family, his other wonderful kids, his daughter in college. Brandon can't afford to be overseas from July through October. He just can't. And I remember having this discussion with him back when we were partners. And again, I think it's the right move for Brandon. I think Brandon's mind is focused more on his family than on another trophy. I think he'll still compete. I don't think he's done yet, but I don't think he's willing to give up all of those, all of that time with his family. I think it's the right move for Brandon. And I'm very proud of him for doing that. Anyway, let's go to 953 pounds. You guys want to see Leah? You guys want to see Leah? Leah's the best, man. Let me pull Leah up here. I'm searching for this. I'm gonna pull up her Instagram. I want you to follow her. Leah she's an American treasure. Leah Reichman. I think, is this it right here? This is, yep, here it is. Here it is. You guys ready? I know you guys got to see this. So here's Leah Reichman squatting. Here's her lift where she squatted 953 pounds. There you go, Leah. There you go, Leah. Let's go. Let's go. Up. Walk it out. Here we go. 953. 953. Deep. Hip parallel area. You're almost there. Right there. Boom. 953. And there's her benching, 501 pounds, equipped. But guys, it's a woman benching 500 pounds. So the thing is that, so the one lift in this that doesn't matter as much is deadlift. She deadlifted 600 pounds, bro. She trains out of Tiger Fitness Gym in Loveland, Ohio. Look at how fast that went up. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Tell me that shit doesn't get you hype. Yeah, I love greatness. I love greatness. Special forces is more than just physical. It's more mental than anything. Yeah, but at the end of the day, you need to be physical as fuck. And that's why women, maybe not in combat, but in a supporting role. I'm not saying women can't be in the military. I just don't want them on the field. Look, man, women need to be here because we need to pass on our human bloodline. We can't sacrifice and kill women. At the end of the day, men can impregnate as many women as they want. Women, their wombs are sacred. I'm old school. If you think that makes me, you're jealous because Callie has more subs than you. You're right. I'm so jealous. So jealous. You do realize that unlike Callie, I have a career and I'm between business meetings right now, right? Like, you Callie people are so funny. Hey, debt collector, come on here. I posted the link. Let's talk about it. Come on, come live. Yep, there's the link right after you said that. My bad. Yeah, thank you, longest. Imagine coming on someone's feed to take up for another dude. That's so sad. Mark, where's your free gym at? 150 Commerce Drive, Loveland, Ohio. I have never trained at Zoo Culture, but I would love to. That's a good crowd for a powerlifting event. I wish there were more interest. You know what? If Leah's there, I think everybody should go. She's the GOAT. She literally is the strongest woman of all time. Leah inspired me to cook some trembolinis. Fucking longest, bro. Is that a small squat? She's tall. She's, so I remember my daughter won the state, broke all the state records in Tennessee. She was really in powerlifting. She was feeling pretty good about herself. So the next week we go up to Loveland and she met Leah. And I'm like, hey, Cammie, that's what a real powerlifter looks like. And Leah's like, I got the picture somewhere. Leah's here. Cammie's here. Shit, I'm here too. And it was just, she's such a sweet lady. Have I met the Hodge twins? So let me, again, we're going to take a trip down memory lane. All right, y'all, we're going to take a trip down memory lane. Not only have I met the Hodge twins, I want you to go on YouTube today, Hodge twins. I want you to go on YouTube today, and I want you to look up all you have to do is type in Hodge twins, Lobliner on YouTube. We have a ton of videos together. Here's one, 1.4 million views. It's back when we were young. Look how young we were, dude. 11 years ago. Here's us training chest 11 years ago. Here's us with my good friend Van. Here's we did a donut eating contest. We had an American grip party with them there. We did a disgusting eating challenge. Here's us eating pizza. Yeah, I mean, there's our friend Callie Muscle, all natty at the time. So, I mean, yeah, we have a great path. I love those guys. Consider them very, very good friends. Very good friends. Listen, Callie would box you out of the ring. Debt collector, I will put on the event. I will get it sanctioned, and we can literally go. I've invited him, and that's when he blocked me. So, I mean, you could talk all the trash you want. I'm literally in training right now. We could fight. Like, if Callie wants to bring his broken ass heart in the ring, we can do this. That's fine. That's fine. He has a broken heart. I'll break his face. Let's go. If Callie wants some of this, I got you. I got you, Callie. Come on, show me how fruitarians do it. Show me all that pineapple gains. Come on, Callie. Come on, I'm talking to you, Callie. I'm talking to you. You want some? You want some? We can set it up. I'll fly to you. I know gyms out there too. I know boxing gyms. We go to Nevada. We go to LA. We go to Nashville. I got a place right up the road in Nashville. We don't have to film it. We don't have to film it, dude. Bro, I could go 10 rounds right now. We only got to go 3. Man, I'm in shape. Let's fucking go. At the end of the day, do whatever the fuck you want to do. Man, I miss when before the twins were political. Sign the contract, big boy. Sign the contract. Dude, I will do that shit tomorrow. I don't even need time to train. I'm already ready. I'm already ready, son. Let's go. Let's go. Woo, let's go. I'm a gangster. I'm a gangster. Come on. I'm not a gangster. Not anymore. Let's go. I'm just a washed up suburban fucking dad. Let's go. I wear polo shirts. How often do you go to Vegas? So I have a warehouse in Vegas. I used to go there much more often, but I don't go there that often anymore because we got it, and Randall's got it on lock. He's our warehouse manager. So I go there maybe twice a year now. Got to ask his parole officer if he had the Tyler, you savage. Trying to get my beard like yours, bro. What's the secret? All right, guys, I think we've had enough. Hey, it's been a great 45 minutes hanging out with y'all. I greatly appreciate it. I greatly appreciate all your support. Again, please go to tigerfitness.com. Coupon code is Fruity. That's right. Coupon code is Fruity, Fruity. 10% off the entire site. We'll try to do this again by the end of the week. But anyway, guys, appreciate the hell out of you. I'm going to leave you with an ad because I think it's awesome. Please watch it. Please support us. You get the product in the ad at tigerfitness.com. Hell yes, I'm selling stuff because I have a business. Notice I don't have any like crazy ads on this channel. Show some love, show some support. Again, I'm not asking you to change your buying behavior, but if you buy protein, if you buy multivitamins like MTS Nutrition Immortal right here, if you buy protein bars, I'm just asking you to give us a shot. All right, guys, let us earn your business. Tigerfitness.com, coupon code Fruity. Thank you so much, guys. Have a great rest of your day. God bless, and that's not a...
For something to prime my body to reach my goals. You want to lose weight, but a lot of people just chase their tail trying to lose weight. Let me explain. You get the latest fad. You do the latest diet. You get on the latest pill. But think about it like a car. You can put the finest fuel in the car, but if the car is broken, what are you doing with yourself? You're just going to give your body this fuel, but the body itself is broken. Your body needs to operate efficiently. Your body needs your lungs, your kidney, your liver, your heart. They all need to be working optimally for your body to process the nutrients, to burn the fat, to even build the muscle. I'm looking for the best overall health and organ supplement ever created. And that's why at Ambrosia, we have something called Ambrosia Nectar. Since 2015, we've been focusing on things that other companies don't focus on. We needed people to operate efficiently with their brain. So we had Mental Jewels. We needed people to have proper fuel, Ambrosia Plant. But the product that I'm most proud of is Ambrosia Nectar. Ambrosia Nectar contains 13 natural, proven ingredients to help with all the things that make your body run. Ambrosia Nectar is what you need, and it is the perfect supplement to prime your body for whatever your goal might be.